Hello. In this video, we're going to be showing how we can take a couple of existing forms in PDF format. So we have a patient intake form and a patient summary form, and how we can digitize and mobilize these to be used on a smartphone or on a tablet. And really the challenge here is how to take something that was built to be filled in, with a pen or pencil or with a mouse pointer and a keyboard, and how to take that to a mobile device where the input methods and the form factor require a different layout and navigation methods on screen than we can with this kind of arrangement. So we're going to show how we can use these forms on mobile using Alpha Transform. So this is here on the right, the Transform mobile app running on a small Android tablet, an 8-inch tablet. And we see currently that we have no forms that we've filled in. So we choose add form, and then so we start with a patient intake form. So now we are shown a form, a digital form that mirrors the kind of fields that we find here. But the input methods are slightly different. So when we need to fill in something, then obviously we can, as soon as we tap on it, then we are led to a different page. So we have the space to start typing in. So we use it like this. And in cases like this one, where we have a list of options, then instead of trying to cramp everything on screen, then the moment we tap on one, then we're led to a different screen, so we can pick the item we need. So let's say we pick knee here. And similar to these, when we have a list of options, just tap on them like this. Now the other options are very simple. They're just yes, no type of sections. And that is really it until the end of the form. Now, when we're done with filling this in, you can press the Done button up here, and that shows us the one filled in form instance for this person. If we want, we can continue to fill in more. So we can, if we want a second patient intake form for a second patient, we just go to the screen and pick another one and start filling in the second person. And in the same way like before, we would fill in the rest of the items. And then when we're done, that is now our second patient. Now, all of these are saved on the device locally as we're filling everything in. Even if we don't have a network connection, all of these continue to work fine. But then they are unsynced to the back end, and that's why they have this little marker here. So with anything that we do on the device, whenever we have a network and we want to sync to the back end, we just tap this icon here, this button, and everything gets uploaded. Now, if we go to the patient summary form, then there are a couple of interesting points here that we can implement and we can show. So let's, again, like before, click here to launch a fresh copy of it. So again, like before, we have filling in of text fields, so the name, pick lists, and date of birth obviously launches a date time picker so that it's more easy to fill in. The other items are similar to before. When we have, again, a drop-down list here, such as credentials, we show this. Now, the additional sections here, for example, provider completes this section. Now, we see here in this form that some of these fields are optional. So this says cause of current episode. If we choose traumatic, then there's no need to fill in anything inside this section. But if it's post-surgical, then this section needs to be filled in. Well, in a digital form, we don't need to continuously show this section unless it's needed. So what we do is we've defined a condition that says what is the cause of current episode. So if we pick traumatic, for example, then nothing else is shown or needs to be shown. But if we pick post-surgical, then now these sections appear. So date of surgery and type of surgery. So these are conditional fields that only appear in this case. The other interesting point here is the ICD code. So it says it has 4 specific codes that need to be filled in, and it says ensure all digits are entered accurately. Well, in a digital form, we don't need to predefine the number of rows that we're going to fill in, because we might want to have 1, but we might want to have 10 codes to fill in. So we only need to fill them in as needed. So that as we have here an ICD section, we can say add new ICD code, then we fill it in, and that's our code. If we want a second code, we just press add new ICD code, and there's our second one, and we can fill in that one as well. Now, we've also added validation to these. So it says, please ensure all digits entered accurately. So we need to make sure that we're only entering 7 digits, not more and not less. So if we try to add a third one, and we add only 3 digits, then we get a message saying ICD code must be 7 digits long. So it's removing this, so we need to enter the correct one. If we want to remove something that was entered by mistake, we can just remove that row dynamically. So again, continuing to fill in fields as before, ranges, for example. And one interesting point here is the diagram where we annotate where the symptoms are. So in this case, what we've done is we've included an image, this image, as part of the form. And again, this continues to work offline. This is not a download live. This is already included with the form. So all I need to do here is, as I have this image, to click this icon down here that says annotate, then move to where I want to annotate, pick the proper marker, and then annotate as I want to show the issue faced. And again, continuing at the end, we have a signature field, so we can just sign as we would. And then we've included a date field, but the signature field automatically captures the date and time of when the signature was captured, so that's already included in this. But if you do want to mirror the exact same form as we have in the other one, then we can also include the date field as before. And now when we're done exiting the form, we now see the different form filled in. So we have a patient intake form for John Doe and a patient summary form for John Doe. And again, all of these are unsynced. At the moment I press upload, then everything's uploaded to server, and including all of the images that we had with the annotations if they're there. And now the marks are gone, which means that everything is synced, and now it's available from the backend for us to see the results from a web portal or from a database storage system. Thank you.